Yo, beautiful people, this Nadir.
This Kev.
Yo, we are Games Music Life. So we're back to review this IDK project.
Yeah, man.
Is he real?
Yeah.
Is he real, Kev?
I believe he is.
Absolutely. The crazy thing about this, though, is that we've had this discussion many a times. Like,
Yeah.
not just is he real. I'm just saying just the conversation that go on in this album. And that's the part, the album that I couldn't wait to review it.
Okay.
All right. That's where I found to where I couldn't wait to review it because he talked about a lot of things in the project that I've had conversations with my wife, with you, and like just not really challenging religion, but asking questions about it.
As you should.
As you should. Absolutely. Yeah. I believe you should as well. So yo, IDK. We his last album, what was it? I Was Very Bad. I Was Very Bad.
Yeah.
We loved that project. I think the project before that, me and Jay reviewed. You weren't a part of it.
Oh man.
We were not fans of that
when
one.
I discovered the young man.
Yes, when you discovered
I told y'all there's something special about this kid.
Yeah,
Y'all
absolutely.
crapped on Empty Blank.
We did. And you know what? He came back, IDK, the actual artist, came back and commented on the last review we did, which, you know, shout out to you. Thank you for doing that, for checking us out.
Yeah.
So we're back to review this one, though. So I couldn't wait to review this one literally 30 seconds into the project. The intro was like, okay, you got me.
Okay.
You know, it just pulled me in, pause. And then he proceeded to talk on the album about other things that I've asked you and we've talked about before, like the track Porno. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, bro. Like that one was very good. December was very good. The whole project was good. I would say that. I'm just saying that song Porno was like funny as heck to me.
Yeah.
Was it Lily or Lily or whatever? I forget the name of that one. I forget the second one or the third one that was on there. But so anyways, one thing that it does that I love about projects and why I love Lupe's album so much, Drogas Waves, was that it makes you think. And that's the thing with this project. In 38 minutes, it made me think about a lot of things. Pusher's album that came out, Daytona, was only about a half hour long, and he got so much into that half hour.
Yeah.
I wonder if IDK was mirroring that or trying to mirror that, or he came to a stopping point on this one, because, man, he fit a lot in this half hour on this project.
Yeah.
The production was just so good. I went from the boom bap to just tapping my toes to literally getting up and like doing a two-step, man. That's how good the production was on this. And man, he was spitting. It was everything I really needed, man. And I knew it was going to be good. I knew that IDK was going to deliver, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't know he was going to deliver to this extent.
Oh, man.
And like, I really was like taken aback at how good this album was.
Glad I could find this guy for you.
I'm glad you could too, Kev. Give me a high five, man. You know, I'm glad you could too,
bro,
man.
Did I ever tell you how I found IDK?
I think you did, but tell me again.
Man, I was just scrolling through the Explorer page on Instagram and saw the album cover for Empty Blank.
Really?
And I just thought the album cover was interesting. I was like, you know what? I'm going to check this album out when it comes out.
And that's how we got on it?
And here we are today.
Okay. All right. Well, glad you found me, man. Oh, before else, too, the features, though.
Yeah.
The one thing I loved about the features was that, like, for instance, he had DMX on a feature, right? And, like...
The prayer.
Mm-hmm. And, like, I love the fact that he used DMX in a way that you weren't just getting a 16 from him.
Yeah.
You were just getting... Like, because one thing I do when I listen to albums is I don't really look at the album listing or the who's on the album, because I found that I would literally go right to the song at times. So I just want to listen to the album straight through. Yeah. And hearing Tyler on the little intro part was very dope.
Yeah.
And hearing Kanye influence on one of the tracks, I can't remember which one it was, and I could hear Kanye's influence on there too. And I seen on IDK on his Instagram, he thanked a lot of people, and I saw the people that I thought I heard in the album. Mm-hmm. Burner Man came through and ripped it. Jid, of course, his voice is distinctive. He came through and ripped it. And then Pusha T, of course, came and bodied his verse that was on there too.
Capri came through and killed it?
Yeah, he did. She did? But I didn't know who she was or that at all. So I was 3 years old when I found that out. And then also there was a rumor that Frank Ocean was going to be on the album, which I read an article a long time ago, but come to find out, it didn't make the album.
Couldn't get clearance in time.
So hopefully we get a deluxe version from it. But what'd you say? What'd you think, bro?
Oh, man. You know, I've been following, waiting for this album since, 2017, maybe 2018? Yes. I know it was before IDK and Friends came out, which I believe we reviewed that as well.
We did.
So check it out. I'll link it in the description. So I just been following and waiting. I mean, I followed the IDK Plays Pokemon Instagram page, just trying to get just a morsel of what was going on in this album. And I mean, like he's really kind of walked us through it. You know what I'm saying? Had the Holy record label for a while or whatever, that whole imprint. Then you know what I'm saying, he was just dropping the letters for the album, and then like he always spelled Izzy Real out all together. So it's like, man, what is this gonna be? What is this gonna be? And then when I got through the intro track and I realized, I was like, oh man, we're in for a while, right? I had chills.
Really?
I had chills.
Bro, when she first said it, when it faded out.
Yeah, when it faded out,
wow.
I was like, wow, okay. And you know what? IDK, he is a rapper, man. It's like, yo, I think that he's a rapper that fits best in the album format. You know what I'm saying? Give him a theme to explore on an album, and he's going to flourish. I mean, you look at Empty Bank talking about, you know, money and the different ways that it impacted him.
Right.
Talking about I Was Very Bad, and, you know, talking about his childhood, the way he came up, you know, kind of being a little bit of an outcast, pushing him to, you know, maybe go towards a life of crime for a while, and then finally going to jail and deciding to come back around. And now in this project, you know, deciding to explore religion. And I thought that it was interesting how he explored religion just in the different ideas of the things that he's seen and done, whether that be, you know, through sex, through crime and violence, through relationships, through the bad things that happen, all to kind of, you know, I'm going to say that he left it up to a bookend, like kind of like, you know, up to your own interpretation at the end. But for me, the ending was he kind of came to the realization, like, for me, yes, this is, you know, this is still here. Yes, is he real?
But he also challenged it when he talked about his mom and his stepdad.
He did. He did. I'm only thinking about the conversation at the end though, when he was saying that, you know, you can't describe a color, so you know, how could you say he's not?
Yes.
And just, man, stylistically, if we're just talking about the music, man, he really impressed me. All the different styles he was able to pull from. It's like, man, you got trap beats on here. He gave you a little bit of singing. I wasn't sure if you were gonna like the singing.
Oh, I love that December track. I love that song. That was him singing?
Yeah.
See, I tried to go back and I tried to find the Wikipedia on exactly if it was somebody else. I said to myself, "There's no way this is him singing."
I mean, he just be carrying a little melody.
Oh, that was
you know what I'm saying? But he was killing it, man. All the features on here. I do like the whole trend now of people not listing out who's actually featured on the track or whatever, just kind of letting it play through. This is an album definitely worthy of being played top to bottom, because it's like, yo, he bodied everything. Man, I can't think of any complaints. Like, I was literally blown away from the start of that album on through the finish, man. Like, so kudos, man.
Do you think he found his sound though?
I think he's been found. I mean, I've been a believer, you know.
But that's one thing we always look for whenever we listen to an album is like, okay, who is he? Is he getting his game on and sounding like whoever he's featuring, or is he sounding like someone else, or sounding like his contemporaries? I think he's found a sound. He
does at some points kind of sound like his contemporary, because like sometimes I did hear where he was sounding like Kanye. He kind of reminds me of Kendrick at points, you know, kind of the way that he plays with his voice and his harmonies and things like that. But the thing is it doesn't sound like an exact copy or like he's doing his best rendition. Right. It sounds like he's still putting his own spin on it, and you know, he does enough in these tracks that he sets himself apart from the crowd. Yeah. So
absolutely. You said you didn't think I would like December. I played that song out.
Word.
Like seriously, I played that song. That's always I put that song on repeat at times in porno too. But like the whole thing is only a half hour listening. I've listened to it straight through for like an hour and a half.
That's the best part about it, man. Yes. It's like it really plays top to bottom. No skips, no problem.
No skips at all. 95 for me, man.
Man, I was at a 93.
Okay, awesome. I figured I knew that you were gonna like it. I didn't think that I was gonna like it that much, to be honest with you, as far as going in. I just didn't know what IDK was gonna do, and I knew that I loved him in the space of when he had, like you said, a topic to talk about. And I think maybe I've been in a lull of sleep with a lot of rappers that are coming out now, just rapping words and not really making a lot of sense. And this is exactly what I needed. I needed this breath of fresh air. So thank you for that. But yo, IDK fans, get in here. Let us know what you think of it. Was I too high, too low? Was Kev too high, too low? And we'll go from there, man. But yo, I am Nate here.
This Kev.
Yo, we are Games Music Life, man. Drink more water, people.
Peace.
Peace.